This is probably like a 250 Honda or something like that, so real easy to ride, not too terribly fast, but fast enough to merge with traffic and everything.
Okay, and all your bikes, are they all plug-in or do you need like charger stations?
Yeah, we've designed every bike so that it's any place you can plug in a laptop, you can plug in the bike.
Okay, fantastic. And tell me a little bit about how you guys maintain that green, environment-minded credibility, end to end. What do you put into the materials analysis, make sure your batteries are green?
Yeah, essentially we evaluate every vendor for the sustainability. So for instance, our fenders are made out of ground up battery case recycled, and the seats have carpet nylon. And then the colored part of the bike is actually recycled polypropylene bottles, so water bottles.
Okay, recycled bottles. I mean, we had a bike in the hall. I don't know where it is. Maybe Mike Arrington
drove it. The electric one. Mike just drove it out there.
Mike Arrington has stolen the Brammo bike,
right?
Apparently. And if he could bring it back, that would be wonderful. So, can you tell us a little bit about what's new for the company? You guys have some plans to expand from the 35 employees here in Oregon.
Right.
Where are you setting up shop in the world?
Well, we're opening an office in Italy because a lot of the components for motorcycles come from Italy. We also have Singapore and Hong Kong set up. We're working on all of Europe essentially as well. So we'll have mostly sales organizations there, but we are actually building for Europe in Hungary so that it's a very short trip to the customers instead of shipping from the US.
Okay, and that should reduce kind of the carbon footprint
of
shipping.
You want to build the bikes as close to the point of consumption as possible for the sustainability factor.
Okay, and on main stage before, you were in discussion with Don Runkle, who's a longtime automotive VP of engineering from GM, now CEO of Eco Motors. You guys were discussing the fact that a lot of environmentalists have perhaps a little too much faith in electric vehicles, and he made the point that a lot of the world's electricity is produced by coal. When do you think we'll start to see a tipping point where electric vehicles are coming through on that promise of...
Yeah, I mean, the arguments about that you have to burn coal to generate electricity is absolutely true, but it's still 92% more efficient. And at the end of the day, it's so much cleaner to go electric. Doesn't matter how you produce the electricity. The efficiency of a gas motor is 35%. He's trying to get it to 50%. They haven't been able to do it in 100 years. I hope he does it because it would be great, but electric's going to kick its butt in terms of efficiency. So the biggest problem though is one thing he pointed out, a gallon of gas has 33 kilowatts.
Right.
33 kilowatts of batteries is bigger than a gallon of gas.
Okay.
Until those are equivalent, it's going to be a little bit of a challenge. But for us, that's why we chose motorcycles instead of cars. It makes sense today, where cars, we think it's 3 to 5 years off, because a Nissan Leaf is still twice the price of a Sentra.
Right.
Our Impulse is the same price as a Ducati Monster. So we're at parity now where we think cars are a few years off.
So what are the models you've announced so far? It's the Inertia, the Impulse?
Yep, and also the Engage, which is the first world reveal of our patent around a gearbox integrated into the electric motor to increase the efficiency, but even more importantly to make it twice as fun to ride. So, essentially gas bikes, well, having a clutch and being able to slip the clutch and let the gas go is part of the excitement around that.
So it feels like a combustion.
Yeah, I mean, you can pop a wheelie, you can burn rubber. I mean, at the end of the day, the 28 million people that ride motorcycles in the US, they do that partially because of the fun.
Okay, well, I heard you guys set a lap record recently for electric vehicles.
Yeah, so we went to Infineon and they had the TTX GP.
What is that? What is that event?
It's really a race that showcases where technology is for electric vehicles. So we beat last year's lap times by several seconds. And so every year it's getting a little bit better in terms of the performance. But also the bike that we had is one that you can actually buy next year. So you could win at Infineon and then buy it in retail. So we're pretty excited about that.
Okay.
Well,
no, just kidding. Can you tell us a little bit about this bike, the Inertia here, that's in the demo hall? That Mike Arrington?
Yeah, so as an example, this bike, the orange panels are actually all pop bottles. all this black plastic
So
is
Security,
recycled.
because that means
Security,
soda.
and I'm not kidding, almost just kicked me out of my own event. Yes, sir, you can't get off of that. And I said, I'm going really slow. And then I said, hey, this is my event. That got me nowhere. There's safety. And then I just left, right? And then security guards chasing me down Startup Alley. And I think I need to go hide now. So
No, go back with a helmet on. It's fine.
No, they were actually like absolutely freaking out. So this is so much fun.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
This is so great. I'm going to get off of this now because when security comes, you guys got to human shield me, okay? All right. Where do you want me to go?
Do a loop backstage.
Are the founders of technology
This is
news
the
site
first time I've been on a motorcycle.
typical customers for you, or who are buying these things?
They are. I think anybody that believes in the future tends to be quick to jump on board for this. So the Inertia is kind of like our beta bike. It proved the technology. What we found was that we had to improve the batteries to get over 100-mile range. So we tried really hard to find batteries that people made. Nobody had it, so now we're in the battery business, and we're calling it Brammo Power.
Okay, could you guys ever, speaking of the battery business, I mean, it seems like the motorcycle market is slightly more limited than something like just more general software IT business. How big could a company like Brammo become?
Well, to put it in perspective, you sell 50,000. Yep, 50,000 of these a year, and you're a billion-dollar company. And Harley sells 500,000 bikes a year, 400, depending on the year. So you can see where this is a $5 to $10 billion company in 5 to 10 years.
The Harley of clean tech.
Your words, but we like that. So I think the opportunity really gets much bigger too, because our batteries are very unique. So we're seeing a lot of interest from other companies. So the B2B side of our business.
What kind of companies are buying up the battery tech?
Well, we've signed a bunch of NDAs. So just most of the major motorcycle and ATV manufacturers have shown interest in Brammo, more around the drivetrain, because we already have the motorcycles.
It's a beautiful machine. Thank you so much
Thanks.
for spending the time.